Alright guys, Merciless Vaughn is back with another Bleach Brave Souls video. And in this one we are going to be doing a versus video. This time it's going to be the SAFWY Mayuri versus the 1000-Year Blood War Yamamoto. And the reason I'm doing this versus video is because they are, in my opinion, probably the most hardest hitting units in the game. And we'll see why here in a little bit. As for right now, just hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel or you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 200 subscribers. I am very close. And without wasting any more time, let's just go ahead and get started. So first things first, taking a look at the newer unit, we have the Mayuri. I won't go into its skills and strong attacks in detail too much because I did in his initial showcase. But as you can see, he is a power unit with the Ranker Killer. I only managed to pull one copy, so his SP is at 10. His Soul Trader Strong Attack recharge time minus 12%. And the things you should know about him that are most notable is that he is a melee unit with paralysis and poison on all of his abilities. He introduced a new SA3, which is a trap strong attack. Basically, you use the SA3 and it lays a big AoE circle that just inflicts status elements when enemies walk inside it. Other things you should note that he does have Havoc, Marauder, he does have Devastation 40%, he comes with complete status immunity, Frenzy +1, Bombardment, damage to paralyzed and poisoned enemies 40%, and he does come with weakened defense, so we are stacking that double weakened defense with the T20 ability and the one that he already has, and the status element spiritual pressure boost 80%. And so yeah, this unit is doing insane amounts of damage, especially his Soul Bomb. With Bombardment and Devastation as his skills, the Soul Bomb is already hitting insanely hard. And not to mention the 40% damage to the status elements that he has, and also the double weakened defense, which is just insanely good. And so now, taking a look at the Yamamoto, he is a power unit as well, but he has two killers. He has Quincy and Hollows, and mine is Max Transcendent. Let me pick these. Alright, so now that I took out the rest of those bonus stats, it's now pretty much fair. I just took the rest of his bonus stats off, so it will be fair. His Soul Trade is the same as the Mayuri's. He does have two killers, as I mentioned earlier. He is also a melee unit, but he has weakening and burn on all of his abilities, and his strong attacks are better than the Mayuri's. He has a 3000 length beam with a 1020 width, and 6 anniversary eyes in his SA2, which is that homing vortex attack as his, well, SA2. He has Sprinter +2, Havoc 20%. And the difference between these two units is that the Yamamoto doesn't have Devastation, so his Soul Bomb isn't hitting as hard as the Mayuri's. He has Share Complete status immunity. This is where, when he is afflicted with a status element, everybody that he is teamed up with is also immune to that status element. The Mayuri's isn't the Share status element. He's only immune to status elements, and he doesn't give that effect to the rest of his party. He also has Frenzy, Bombardment, and damage to burning and weakened enemies 40%. He also has Marauder, the status element spiritual pressure boost, and he also comes with weakened defense, so you can stack that double weakened defense with the T20 ability. And so yeah, these units are similar and also different at the same time. They have different killers, different strong attacks, but their skills are pretty much the same, except for, you know, the Mayuri having Devastation and this Yamamoto not having it. But either way, their Soul Bomb is going to be hitting pretty hard. Either way, just Mayuri's a little bit harder. And as for the accessories that I'm going to be using for this showcase are going to be the T-Set, Fortification Pill, Lieutenant's Badge. And as for the links, I'm going to be using the Psychomon Chad, the Kenpachi, the SAFWY Kenpachi, and the Bruno from Burn the Witch. And the bonus abilities, full stamina damage boost, and also weakened defense. Alright, so now with all of that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into IT to see who's going to perform better than the other. Alright, so here we are in a single player IT. It is Quincy's this time around, so the Yamamoto is just definitely going to have an advantage. I probably picked the wrong time to record this video. Probably should have picked an IT where neither one of them had killer. That probably would have been a better option, but it is what it is. So I guess in the current IT, the Yamamoto, if you have him, he's probably going to perform the better, but the Mayuri Soul Bomb will probably hit maybe harder just because he does have that devastation. But with the killer effect that the Yamamoto has this time around, it might just match that. Yeah, because see, the Yamamoto is just cutting through these ads so easily. Yeah, it's not really fair. Alright, so we're just gonna do another run again to see if I can clear it faster than I did last time, but I probably might just clear it the same. I didn't activate any of the boosts just because, well, he does have killer. So, just to make it more fair to the Mayuri, I won't activate any of the boosts or bring in any, you know, bonus damaging units like the Now that has the increased strong attack damage to power attribute enemy, or power attribute Soul Reapers allies. I think it's 20%, something like that. Usually I bring like some super pot units here, but since all of the ones for power are seasonal and I don't have any of them, it's just unfortunate. There might be one that's premium one day and hopefully I pull that unit. Alright, this time we're going to be showing the newer unit Mayuri. And there is that SA3, as you can see. I did the strong attack and then I laid out this trap, and then I pretty much led the enemies inside there and they were inflicted with the status element. So this SA3 is really good for being able to, you know, activate that status element spiritual pressure boost if you don't have it, since the enemies, I don't want to say they're pretty much guaranteed to get inflicted with a status element if they walk in it, but I'm pretty sure it's a good chance that they will. So even if he doesn't have the increased status chance against technique attribute enemies at SA3, if the enemies walk into the trap, he should get it if it doesn't. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure it's going to take a while for them to get deflected by a status element, even if they are walking in it. See if I can lead them in here. Yeah, see, that one enemy didn't even get afflicted by a status element. So yeah, it's not a guaranteed chance that they will get hit by a status element if they're walking in it. So it is just a chance. Even though the Yamamoto does have killer, this Mayuri is still doing pretty well. But if you are going to take any one of these units in the co-op IT, the Yamamoto is going to be the best in slot 1. Just because killer advantage. Alright, so we're running back this IT, this time with all the boost actors, to see if I can clear it faster than the last. But yeah, even if the enemies are walking in the trap, I say it is a pretty high chance that they will get inflicted by a status element. But if they don't, then that's just pretty much unfortunate. Like I said, it's not guaranteed that they get hit with a status element if they walk in it. But overall, I do like that new Trap SA3. It pretty much gives you more control over the map. You can like maybe block off a part of the map in co-op IT with that SA3, and if the enemies walk in it, they'll get inflicted by status element. If they don't, well, that's just unlucky.
お前におもちゃをやろう。そいつは好きにして構わんよ。しつけが足りないようだね。
Alright, and so that was a brief showcase of the units side by side somewhat. As for who's the better unit, I honestly think it depends. In terms of soul bomb damage, I think it's the Mayuri, just because that devastation 40% is going to do a little bit more than the Yamamoto since he doesn't have it. But the Yamamoto is older, he has come back in some banners, so I'm pretty sure more people are going to have him 5 out of 5 than the Mayuri. But honestly, in my opinion, it's honestly who you like more. The Yamamoto does have the best strong attacks in the game, and his soul bomb does hit hard. The Mayuri, he's a good unit, and his soul bomb just hits hard as well, even harder than the Yamamoto's. Honestly, it's just personal preference. Me, I like the Mayuri a little bit more than Yamamoto, just because it's SA3, it's new, I like it. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and as usual, until next time.